So there I was, logging into the game one evening after work. The previous night I had ran a few dungeons with some new friends I'd made while leveling in Silverpine. It was really cool. This was my third hardcore shaman, and gaining XP within dungeons with homies was a lot more fun than finding Mankirk's wife for the third time. Spoiler alert, Mankirk, she's still fucking dead. And this is hardcore, so she's like hella dead. In all honesty, I'd done a majority of these quests anyway, but the difference this time was that I was overleveled. I also had some pretty good gear at that point in time. One of those rare classic occasions where your character looks cool without being in a full tier set. Don't get me wrong, I'm more about the classic mismatching than transmogging any day, but my character had been wearing a dress for a while, so the whole Defias chest piece goth vibe was a welcome change of pace. I took my goth bad boy attitude to help me finish one of the quests that I absolutely hate. I don't even know what it's called, but it's the dumbass Cat's Eye Emerald quest. I googled it while editing this, and I guess Cat's Eye Emeralds are a real thing. Although not procured by goblins, they're still pretty rare. $40 rare. Which, if I'm being real, doesn't really compare to the shit rate at which they drop here on WoW. According to Wowhead, it's something like 7%, but I think they accidentally forgot to add the decimal. This is one of those quests where you either get the item first kill, or it takes you upwards of an hour. There's no middle ground.
Oh, nice.
I wish this had been more climactic, but I luckily got the damn emerald with one of my first down mobs. I left the area hoping that this luck would stay with me. I'd need it where I was headed. The Sludge Fen. We've talked about this area before in these videos, and no, I was not looking forward to it. One thing that helped, though, is that pretty much all of the little tool buckets you have to collect were ripe for the picking, and there really weren't that many people around. This was when I had the sudden realization that, well, there really weren't that many people around in general. It wasn't my lair. It wasn't a weird early morning hour. The hype of the fresh servers was beginning to finally die down. Now I know you're all probably like, oh, what the fuck, Bender, look at the server population. And yeah, I know there's still a ton of people here on Anniversary Realms. But the initial rush of streamer fanboy crowds had begun to finally die down. This was a real ass thing here on Doomhowl. Really, I hadn't expected anything less. I mean, look at how many big streamers were involved with OnlyFans. All it takes is a few handful of viewers from each of their streams to completely flood the server. It was kind of weird running through lower level questing zones and seeing less people than I had barely a week ago while leveling my previous shaman. Fuck it. This made things easier for me. I was waiting for the Shredder escort quest to respawn when I noticed a human. A lady human. I saw this as an opportunity. I had recently acquired an add-on that supposedly would let me communicate with the opposing faction. Kind of. Hermes here, or maybe it's Hermes. Either way, it loosely translates what you're saying to members of the opposing faction. Keyword being loosely. I can say hello and inform people that I am gooning, but God forbid I tell someone anything else. Hello. Have a good day. By the time my new friend and I here were finished conversing, the quest was up and I was able to start it. I made my way up to the tower and waited for Supervisor Lugwizzle to respawn. It really didn't take as long as my previous times doing this quest, and again, I still think that's solely because of the recent reduced population size. All in all though, the Sludge Fen quest had gone quickly. Oh, and I totally didn't forget to turn off auto-accept and turn in quests. Yeah, I 100% did not snipe the escort quest again for the third time. The rest of the evening was pretty chill. I did the Titty Bird quests, and kinda just polished off whatever other quests I hadn't completed yet in the area. The next night I was excited about. One of my new buddies was wanting me to do some duo quests with this rogue. I introduce you to Vagine. I like to pretend the Z is silent. He does not. Recently he'd been playing with me on his warrior, but I was down for whatever as long as it meant hanging out and running some quests with a buddy. And run we did. I had never realized OP shit can be while duoing with a rogue. Sure, I've partied with rogues in the past, but look what happened. They pop evasion and feed me to Stranglethorn trolls.
Run. Actually, holy fuck, run. Can you get out? There's no fucking way.
Bro.
Thanks, Shobek. Vagine was different, and I felt pretty confident as we sped through everything. This confidence was put to the test once we found ourselves face to face with Besselith again.
Oh, dude, hell yeah. I'm gonna listen to that shit.
We are overgeared AF.
Dude. No, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. Dude. Oh my god. Holy shit. Dude. This is a very bad idea, brother. Bring it back over. Help me. Ah! Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, at all. Yeah, that was really easy. What the hell?
We continued our journey together until we had come to a fork in the road. Vagine was needing to do some rogue quests, and I was in need of a trip to Hillsbrad. Naturally, we met in the middle with the Shadowfang Keep run. I haven't seen Shadowfang Keep in years. I don't think I've even done it since vanilla, and this was hardcore. I don't know if the dungeon is actually a hard one, or scary or whatever, but I definitely remembered it having some real shit show moments. What made me feel a little bit better, though, was that I was with the boys. The EU Andes. My European warriors. Well, one of them's a warrior, at least. This is when something finally clicked within my primordial brain. I had taken the time to learn a little bit more about totem use, possibly something I should have done on my previous 2 dead characters, but better late than never, I guess.
No. No. Oh no, Herb, look.
What?
Oh, what are you doing?
What?
What are you doing to my cat?
Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. What is going on? Homie's off them gas station dick pills. I feel bad for the poor priest. He's just glad the goggles are tinted.
Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, God.
Oh, wonderful. It's back to this nonsense.
I utilized my newly and partially understood totem knowledge up until we reached the first boss and our tank DC'd.
Oh lord.
Yeah.
That makes me feel so safe.
Oh, God.
Honestly.
I mean,
Fine.
Chat, this
Don't
makes me
actually too
nervous,
much damage. I
guys.
pull all the aggro anyway.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, no. Dang, a level 60 and OnlyFans just died.
bro, I'm not gonna get fucking XP for that boss. God damn it.
Don't get one shot, go.
How do we get one shot? I'm scared.
No.
guys
The
hit pretty
tank can
hard.
get one shot. These can sit flipping hard. I applied hot
And they
spur.
stop.
Oh.
I applied
Oh.
hot spur. Herb. I got you.
Jesus Christ.
I was trying to catch you to stomp. Damn it!
Damn it.
Everybody must loot.
The
eh?
poor horses.
Fuck the horses. It's my damn bag. Yeah, the priest. Ooh.
Oh!
Nice, dude.
That's-
That's a bit.
Yeah, everyone's got it. We don't have a decurse, so.
I can cure disease, like if you have diabetes. The hell is this shit?
Alright, this area is where shit can get sketchy. So
Yeah, this is. Wait.
if
before-
shit goes
before we
south,
go-
Herb, this
This roof.
roof here is where you're jumping on. And then
then-
you're immediately running out the instance over there.
Oh, that's the entrance. Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
I will do it.
As we go in here, just stay clear of the railing on the far side.
The right or
Only
left?
place to move.
Far side of the room, like
It's the far side of the room.
in front of us.
Oh, okay.
I just put some into everything.
I pulled. I'm sorry. That's okay though.
Those are fine. These are fine. It's the other. No, if you stand too far to the right of where I am right now.
Okay, I see what you
everything
mean.
Above us. Although we're technically like.
Oh shit, like this.
Like that. Exactly.
Run.
No,
No, we're okay, we're
It didn't
okay, we
pull
can do this.
everything, it didn't
Okay,
pull
okay,
everything,
okay.
it didn't pull everything. We're fine.
I just wanted to like.
I'm switching into healing. Make your tank as well.
I'm tanking one thing.
I got you up. I'm keeping a close eye on you.
I have a pot, too, if I need it.
Clean.
Another one falls. I don't know where it came from.
Nah, it's just spawning. It's just the lupine horrors just spawn like stacks of each other for some reason. They're really dumb.
Man, that was nice.
The priest!
Oh shit, the priest is cursed. Just decursing, decursing.
Watch.
Herb,
Damn.
And there it is.
What's up?
Herb, you're using fucking rock biter, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's
Dude, I like rocks, bro.
Herb, rock biter is the fucking thing that pulls aggro from you.
Dude, but Rockbiter was great at a low level, bro.
Yeah, because it
That's
pulls
tough.
aggro. It's the
That's
tank.
What do you
it's
want me
the
to
tank
use then?
thing. Use flames, whatever the.
I didn't
flame
ever
is.
learn
Now
it.
it's like,
Flame tongue
what?
weapon.
Oh
It's
my
your
word.
I don't
Herb.
have it, dude. I'll use this one.
Yeah.
I'll cancel it and I'll do
crazy, dude.
nothing. There we
Bro,
go.
Guys,
This
for
is a
context,
true shaman vein.
I don't think he's following any guide. I think he's literally just looking at the stuff and going, "Ooh,
I'm
that's a
free
card."
balling it. That's the way to play it.
Yeah,
I'm having so
Herb,
much
I'm
fun.
just gonna-
No, for real.
yeah.
So what am I doing with this boss?
Just attack him. Just don't pull aggro. I would not use shock biter yet. That's not
Well,
Shaman,
we're
it's
all
not
hiding
just
behind a wall,
fucking
so I'm gonna
shock
come
biter.
back here. I don't know what the
Yeah.
hell's going on.
Healer. Healer.
I got CC'd.
Don't touch him. Don't touch him.
Okay, it's 1 second, and I'm back. I was in a pot because I don't know
No,
what the
I'm
fuck he was
down.
doing.
Oh, I'm low. What the hell?
Who has a kick?
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Uh-oh.
I'm fine.
Oh. Herb, you
I
can
never
shock.
met-
You can earth shock this these when he's casting.
Yeah,
Earth shock.
let's
Transform.
What's
again
the
into
healer
it.
doing, dude?
Healer, please. What the fuck?
I healed you. You're fine.
Okay,
I,
he's dead. He's dead.
Jesus
Oh
fucking
my
Christ.
God.
Holy shit. Healer. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Dude,
knife him.
this healer almost cost us everything, bro.
Do any of you guys need that? You guys don't even wear those, huh?
No, but I might just need on it just because this healer almost killed us.
We had done it. And honestly, I had remembered the dungeon pretty accurately. It was fucking scary. Something clicked for me at this point, though. I kind of had the realization that dungeons on hardcore are technically no harder than they are on non-hardcore realms. I think in our minds we make them out to be tougher than usual, obviously because of the permadeath thing, but this acted as a mental block for me up until this point. This was when I realized that if anything, it's safer doing dungeons on hardcore. I thought back to every time I'd ran one on this server, and each time every party member had been several levels higher than the recommended bracket. This, and the added factor of most people using world buffs and consumables, makes things easier than they seem from the outside looking in. With this newly adopted mindset, I talked my friends into running BFD. This was a dungeon that I've actually never done on Classic. I know that sounds weird, seeing that I played a lot of vanilla back in the day, but you guys gotta remember, I was 12. I was feeling my way around like a blind deep water sea creature. Sure, I had Thoughtbot and whatever else databases existed at the time, but I was flying by the seat of my pants, and they were zip-off cargo shorts. So you can let that paint you a picture of where I was at skill-wise in the game. After a lengthy journey, my friends and I had finally arrived at the entrance to Black Fathom Deeps.
I've got a bad feeling about this for some reason, you guys.
Don't have a bad feeling. We'll be fine.
Herb,
Yes.
Herb.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Bhutabani.
Oh, Bhutabani.
Oh.
What the hell?
You're welcome.
And their welcome was appreciated. Actually, the entire dungeon was pretty easy. None of the bosses gave us a tough time, even though I had heard the last one can be a complete disaster. Something about these candles, I don't know, I've never done this shit. Ultimately, we completed the instance fast as hell, and by that point it was getting late, so I parked at an inn and logged off for the evening. The next day, it was time to return to the questing grind. Thanks to all the dungeons that I'd done recently, I was 2 levels higher than what I was projected to be. This was nice, because I was headed back to Hillsbrad. It's not really my most hated zone or anything, but it's definitely not my favorite. So the idea of speeding through the place as an overleveled Chad was exciting. After all, guess which quests I was going to be doing? The farm ones. Yay! I mean, honestly, I guess I shouldn't complain too much. It's not like I was doing the stupid Mountain Lion blood quests. These anemic pieces of shit hardly ever drop their dumb blood. At least with the human mobs in the farm, you're getting a decent amount of XP per hour. With all this in mind, though, there was no escaping it. This was going to be my 3rd time doing this. This was going to be my 3rd time doing everything. Now, don't get me wrong, this had all been fun, and yeah, I've fallen in love with Shaman and all that, but I kind of made a mental note while creating this character. This was going to be my last attempt. I just didn't have it in me to, air quotes, run it back again. This was it. Make it or break it. Or more so, make it or start on Night Slayer, I guess. When I got to the Hillsbrad Fields farm area, I was pleased to see that it wasn't overcrowded. I figured I'd knock out the unique mob quests and then just start farming the other shit. That's when I ran into a player looking to do the same thing.
Whoa. Hello, tap, tap, tap. farmer gets. Yeah. Where's this dumb son of a bitch? Where is he? I can smell his fear. He just died. I can smell his corpse.
This is taking a long time.
I was gonna say he's up in there.
The other quest mobs were just as easy, and I still chalk it up to the fact that I was now 3 levels higher than what Rested XP was suggesting me to be. I mean, I was really plowing through these farmers. Not like that. It was like a pun thing. It was like a joke about the... After finishing the farm quest, I made my way back to whatever the Horde town is in Hillsbrad. At this point, I was ready to head back to Kalimdor, specifically to the Barrens to polish off the rest of those quests. I'm not going to make you guys watch through round 3 of my Barrens adventures though, so I'll just summarize it with, yeah, it was boring. Afterwards, however, I was sitting at a healthy level 27. I even had some decent gear too, which was something that I had overlooked on my previous 2 characters. It's not like I was playing some weird challenge where I was restricting myself from wearing greens or anything, but I was definitely restricting myself by avoiding dungeons up until this point. But that was the past. My friends and I had been knocking out multiple dungeons pretty much every day, and I was excited when they invited me to run a few on this particular evening as well. We'd even found a solution to our one reoccurring problem, needing to fill one DPS role with a random. Those days were over. Someone had caught up to my level. The good homie Garzul. I always loved playing with Garzul, so I was really happy to see that he had completed our team. Well, hello.
If you got hit by a car and stream.
Whoa.
Ella es mi modelo OnlyFans.
Ah.
The buffs.
I can see
nobody
why.
expected that. Yes, bro.
God damn.
Sakumi, beautiful.
Shoddy is thick. Whoa!
Kinda bog.
This troll's trying to get Obsidian Succubus to
let
suck
me
him off.
fly.
Oh my god! She
Wait,
did
where's
it!
my armor? Do I need to
She did it!
'cause I swear,
So pretty.
I tend to do this and I forget.
OMFGIKM.
We made our way to the dungeon where we ended up running into our succubus-loving troll friend again.
Look at insemination is still doing the succubus.
This time around, the instance was just as easy. Honestly, even easier with Garzul as DPS as opposed to a random. It felt great running some stuff with a full party of friends, and even better when we got to a specific boss within the dungeon, Old Sarikis. This thing's got a pretty limited moveset, and its name sounds like something you'd use to refer to a one-night stand with an older woman. One thing it does have, though, is a drop chance of a dagger that I had no idea even existed. I know that I'd kind of become a two-hander Andy with my last Shaman, but I had to make an exception for this thing. I mean, the thing has like a 1.3 attack speed. That's pretty damn good. If you're a Shaman who's talented into the Flurry talent, however, this thing is fucking wild. What the Flurry talent does is essentially gives you a pretty hefty attack speed buff with a 100% proc chance on your critical strikes. If you pair this with a lot of plus agility gear, you kind of feel like a rogue with a hard-on for slice and dice. The only thing I can say is that this was probably the most fun that I've had on Shaman up to this point. It was also a reminder that sometimes it's more fun to do your own thing than follow a meta. Sure, pretty much every other Shaman out there was way stronger than I was, but I was having a great time with my weird build. Was this something that would end up posting a bit more of a challenge later on down the line? I didn't know. What I did know, however, was that my buddies supported whatever stupid choices I was making, and I cannot even begin to explain how much I appreciate them for that. The next couple of days went by pretty easily. We'd done a few more BFD runs, I'd quested up to 1,000 needles, and I'd even hit level 30. Normally this would be a proud milestone, but in reality I was still playing catch up to my previous Shaman's level. And much like that previous Shaman, I found myself in a stalemate with myself over which quests I should be attempting. I was already in 1,000 needles, and really there were only 2 quests that I still needed to do there. The Elite Panther one, I don't know, maybe I could have soloed it, and Steel Snap, the hyena that Weedelf, aka Wise Tauren, had helped me kill last time around. This time I didn't have any help, but I did have totems. Steel Snap patrols with 2 other hyenas, so I figured I'd pull one of them, while Stoneclaw Totem aggroing both Steel Snap and the other hyena. This way I could focus one of the lower level ones and then take out the other 2. Oh, whoa. Holy shit. I'd done it. And by it, I mean find a helmet that looked really cool. Again, another item that ultimately just really wasn't that good for me. But it was a reminder that I'm just doing this to have fun. And goddamn, I was excited for the future.
Next time on Herb Vendor.